So very good morning, friends. In auditing, audit of banks, digital audits, and a few more this allied topics is where most likely candidates will be confused on which question to focus upon and how to go about it. So on that note, I'll be sharing few questions now and also lot more useful insights coming away. So let's quickly check out the few two questions and quickly make note of it so that you don't have to keep coming back to it again and again. So the question is, what are the suggestive audit procedures for evaluation of internal control over advances? If you just read it, will be very tricky, but simple thing is the shortcut is examine the can and review the do. That's it. So what are the things? The can stands for first one. See the fourth point, compliance with stipulated terms of sanction and end use of funds. This is C. And next is advances or sanction according to delegated authority. This is A. Next A is area of credit appraisal and verify whether the procedures have been laid down, have been followed. So N is for necessary loan documents have been executed after sanction. This is examine the can. That's it. Simple. So moving on to the next, that is review. Review the do. That is D for drawing power is being second point on the bottom. So drawing power is calculated properly on base of stock or book debt statements. And next O is for operations of the accounts and look for adverse features like unauthorized or drawings beyond limits. So the shortcut was examine, can, review the do. That's it. The question is evaluation of internal control over advances. So moving on to the next. What are the key steps for auditors in a changing technology environment, or what are the understanding of the technology aspect to be considered by the auditor in case of a changing technology environment? These are the various possibles. This kind of questions which are having 4 bullet points will be highly likely to come in question 1C, 2C, etc. Because 1A and 1B, 2A and 2B will be for 5 marks each. Those who are not aware of this exam questioning pattern, I'm just sharing it for your benefit. So what are the key terms? This first one is maintain sufficient professional skepticism when reviewing management's risk assessment for new systems. So this, because the risk assessment is indirectly related to fraud, and when it comes to fraud in SA 240 there is a specific term that is professional skepticism, and that term is also applied here. So moving on to the next is understand the direct and indirect effects of new technology and determine how it's used by the entity impacts the auditor's overall risk assessment. So the key catch term in first point as well as second point is risk assessment. Next is understand what are the 2 things auditor should understand is first direct and indirect effects. Next is how the technology impacts the flow of transaction, assess the completeness of the in-scope ICFR systems. I will repeat 3 times also because this term is very much important for this question. Assess the completeness of in-scope ICFR systems, because this is one of the emerging business with regarding to the internal control and internal audits. A lot of control gaps are there, and this point is indirectly connected to SA 402 also. And design a sufficient appropriate responses. So these are the 3 points. Lastly, assess the once the background is done, once the understanding is done, now last step is assess the appropriateness of management's process to select, develop, operate and maintain. I repeat, select, develop, operate and maintain controls related to organization technology based on the extent the technology is used. So I have shared 2 questions for you. What did you do now? Within 4 minutes we discussed this. Now invest another 5 minutes. Quickly make note of this 2 in your material and quickly take it so that you can revise it once again at night. And I'll be definitely sharing few more questions so that you cover most of the things from watching the videos itself, and you can go straight to exam and make it big in auditing. So keep going.